everyone, Andrea here again with another awesome review. This time I'm going to be reviewing my son's backpack, his must-have backpack for the year. And this time it's going to be a Disney Cars backpack. He does usually get one every year, although he doesn't really insist on it. He doesn't really care. He loves the characters, but if he has the same one over and over again, he wouldn't really care. But I like to give him a new one just so that I don't have to worry about it being dirty or breaking because it's been used so much over the past year. So they're not that expensive. I figure I might as well give him a new one every year. So this one, I really like this because it's got the really cool design. It's cars, obviously. And you can see the design under here. But I really like that you can obviously tell it's got the attachable lunchbox on the outside. And it's just got Velcro right here. You can undo it on both sides. That way he can have his lunch and it matches his backpack. And he has to bring his lunch from school or from home every day because he's autistic. He doesn't eat the school lunch. He's very, very, very picky about his foods. He'll only eat, there's about 10 foods that he'll eat. And anything at school is pretty much out. So we always send his lunch for him every single day. And he needs to have a lunchbox. So I really like that his lunchbox can not only match his backpack, but it can also attach to the outside so that it's not inside crushing all his schoolwork or anything like that. A lot of times when we put the lunch inside the backpack, he has like a small cardboard folder and it'll get all crumpled and everything inside gets destroyed, and I think that there's no reason for that when there's plenty of room to put it on the outside. And plus it just looks cool. So I like that. And the lunchbox is really big so it can hold all his things because he brings all his drinks too. He needs to bring like 3 drinks every day and it'll fit all his drinks and his lunch and snacks and everything perfectly. And the backpack is not too big for him. He's only in first grade. He's 6 years old. So I like that it's not really big like a lot of the backpacks are, because he doesn't need something that's going to be half the same size as he is. And I like that it's just pretty neutral colors. It's got the fun design, but it's a black backpack, so it's not going to clash with all his clothes. A lot of his clothes are going to be black or red or darker colors like that. So I like that it's not a weird pattern or color that's going to clash. I love that it's not heavy at all. It's really light, even with the lunchbox, that he can carry it easily himself. And of course it adjusts and has a handle. And I love that there's not too many pockets for him because he doesn't need a lot of pockets to confuse him. It's basically one main compartment. There's no pockets on the inside that are going to need to have anything in there that he could lose or anything. So that way his teacher knows, because a lot of times she'll just go in there to get the folder out herself and put it and judge his schoolwork and everything. Or if he needs to get anything out of there, he knows exactly where everything is because it's all in the same spot. And he can easily find his lunch, and that way his teacher knows that he has a lunch. During summer school, he went to a summer school program, and he had a different backpack and a different lunchbox, and it was inside of his backpack. And the first day he came home, and his lunch had been not touched. And I got a phone call from the teacher shortly after he got home saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize he had lunch in there until I went to put the paperwork in at the end of the day. And so he didn't eat any lunch today. And because he wouldn't eat the school lunch, and I didn't understand. And so he went all day without eating any lunch because nobody knew that he had a lunch. And apparently they never asked him, or he didn't know that I had put it in there. And he didn't ever eat it, and it was just sitting in there all day. And now this, it's pretty obvious that there's a lunch in there. When you just see it hanging off the outside of the backpack, it's kind of hard to miss. So that really gives me more peace of mind. And I think he thinks that it's really cool that you can Velcro it on there too. He really likes that. So all in all, Disney backpacks with a lunchbox, I recommend it. It's a winner. If you have a young kindergarten, first grade, maybe even second, third grade, I think it's a really good choice. And I really like it for him. He had one prior to this year. He had one that was Toy Story, and he loved that one also. And it had the lunchbox and everything too. So I would recommend it. I hope you enjoy.